Hello everyone. In my today's economics class of 410, I'm going to discuss again with you, that is chapter 3, money and credit. Already I have made two videos on it. In first video I explained that what is barter system, what do we mean by double coincidence of wants, and in second video I discussed that how barter systems, the difficulties that we faced in barter system has been eliminated after we started using money. And in today's video going to discuss or explain that what are the modern forms of money. And as I have already taught you in my Zoom class, that modern form of money include currency. And in our country, every country has their currency which they use in their various transactions to fulfill their various needs. So modern forms of money in our country, it include paper notes and coins. And as we have seen that previously, in earlier times, we used cattle, we used grains, and this also, and directly we exchanged these products. And we also used valuable metal coins like gold coins, silver coins, copper coins, etc. And we know that these things have other uses also. So the modern currency is without any use of its own, and that is why it is accepted. Money or modern currency that we are using in our country, that is paper notes and coins, it is widely accepted as a medium of exchange. Means for various transactions we use this paper notes and coins, and we make payments in these paper notes and coins, and so many other forms also we have that we have got from the banks. It means that banks play a very important role in providing us various forms of money that we use as a medium, that we use to make payments. And RBI monitors these banks, these financial institutions. So what is RBI? RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, or it is the Central Bank of India, and it is also known as government's bank or bankers bank. And this RBI was set up or established in 1st April 1935. And what we see that when we work somewhere, we are paid at the end of the month, and all the money we are not supposed to spend in a day. So what we do, we keep the surplus in the banks. So in this way, what we see that banks also play a very important role in keeping our money safely and giving us so many other facilities that help us to fulfill our day-to-day needs. So in India, the Reserve Bank of India has this sole right or single right to issue currency of various denominations, and people are bound to accept it because it is legal, it has been authorized by the government of India, and as per Indian law, no other individual or the organization has this right to issue currency or to print the various types of papers, and that we can use for making payments or that anybody will accept. But this paper note or coins which is issued by the RBI on behalf of the government, it is accepted everywhere, and nobody will refuse it when they are paid or when we give the payments in this rupees or coins. So moreover, the law legalizes to be used rupiah to be used as a medium of payment that cannot be refused in settling transactions in India. So no individual in India can legally refuse a payment made in rupees. Hence, that is why rupee is widely accepted as a medium of exchange. Now the second form in which we keep the money safely, or it is kept safe in the custody of the banks, that is, this form is called deposits with banks. So the other form in which people hold money or they keep their money as deposit with banks. So at a point of time, because we are not supposed to use all the money at a time, so what we do, some currency we keep with us for our day to day needs, and rest or the surplus or the extra money we keep in the banks, because we get our salary at the end of the each month, and in that time we have extra cash, and that we have to use throughout the month. So what we do with that extra cash, we deposit that cash in the bank by opening an account, and account in our name. Banks accept the deposits and also pay an amount which we call interest. So in this way there are two benefits. Number one, the money is kept safely in the bank, and number two, means our money increases because of the addition that banks made on it and gives us interest on our deposited money. And now the question arises that what benefit the banks have, or how bank is getting profit with the deposit that it keep of various customers or people. So people also have the provision to withdraw the money anytime. That is why, because we can withdraw the money anytime or whenever the need arises, that is why it is also known as demand deposit. On demand we can withdraw the money that we have kept in the bank. So there is provision to withdraw the money, and whenever we require, since the deposits in the bank accounts can be withdrawn on demand, so these are also known as demand deposits. Demand deposits offer too many facilities like check facility. Bank give us check facility that we uses, and that help us to fulfill the needs or for making deferred payments. So it is the facility which lends it the essential characteristics of money, that money is a medium of exchange. And we will see that how payments being made by checks, that this picture will show you. What is a check? Check is a paper through which we instruct the bank where we have an account to pay the money to the person in whose name the check has been issued, or in whose name, or to whom we are issuing the check. And we mention the amount also, that how much amount has to be given from my account to the person whose name is written on the check. Now see the check which is given here. Pay Prem Kumar. This check shows that Prem Kumar has to be paid. How much? 57,000 rupees. And that is written in words as well as in figures. And the account number is also written in the end, and the bank name, Bhartiya State Bank or State Bank of India. In this way we see that check is a facility that we have got, or the customers have got from bank, and this facility help the customer to make deferred payment or to make future payment. Suppose I have bought a thing and I do not have cash with me, then what we do, we issue a check to the person from whom we have bought the thing. So in this way check helps us to make payments to the person who from whom I have got the product or service. So a check is a paper through which we instruct the bank to pay the specific amount which have been or which has been mentioned on the check, and from the person's account, from my account to the person in whose name the check has been issued. And this check is shown here, and we put our signature, means the account holder put his signature, and then the date is also given on it. On that date the person can go and he can encash the check. Thus we see that demand deposits share the essential features of money. Money can be stored, money can be used as a medium of exchange, and money has a value, means measure to be valued. Means through money we can value the product that we are taking. So the facility of checks against demand deposit makes it possible to directly settle payments without the use of cash. So without using cash, we directly settle the payments by using or issuing the check to the from whom we have taken the product. And so it is widely accepted as a mode or means of payment. So along with currency, paper notes and coins, check is also used, or it is also a form of money in modern economy. Now, so you must remember the role that banks play here. So banks play a very important role in fulfilling or settling our various transactions in day-to-day life. But for the banks, there would be no demand deposit, because bank is only a mediator. He has no other role to play here, because as like money, the money has no other purpose, no other use. It is used only as a medium. And why people accept it? Because it has been authorized or signed on behalf of the government by the RBI, and no other organization or person has this right to issue currency. Just like that, bank is also doing business, and he is just diverting the money from those who have surplus to those who are in need of the money. So the modern forms of money, currency and deposits are closely linked to the working of the modern banking system. Now I conclude my video lecture. In my next class, I will tell you what are the various types of credit, what is credit, and what are the various activities of banks. Thank you.